It is the Saturday Wrap. The Saturday Wrap live from Bedwas for Saturday, the 24th of May, 2025. May is a long month, and there is another Saturday Wrap coming, the 31st. There you go. Anyway, if you haven't seen this before, this is me. This is my week. This is me detailing it. That's polite. Usually it's moaning about things, which I tend to do. Anyway, so let's start. Let's start with the word or phrase of the week. And the word or phrase of the week, well, this is a TikTok sensation, meme. I've seen it everywhere, and ginger is the new black. There was a lady of African American descendants on TikTok, and she said, if you're a ginger woman walking down the street, you are now a black woman walking down the street. And if you were a ginger gentleman walking down the street, you are now a black gentleman walking down the street. And it has just taken off. Ginger people, red-headed people. It's a meme plus. Okay, I was going to do AI, but AI is all over the place. You had Build, and then you had Google I/O, but I even heard this on the World Service. So there you are. Anyway, app of the week. Well, kind of, sort of. This is something that comes built into Windows 10 and Windows 11, that you don't have to go out and buy any additional software and such like. Unlike the Mac, here's me looking at you. It's Clipboard history. If it isn't already turned on, the Windows key and V will turn it on, and to evoke it, Windows and V. It's slightly better on Windows 11 than Windows 10, but it's a time saver. You don't just lose everything when you copy something over it. You've got a history of your clipboard. Even pictures and such like. It is really good. Windows and V. Same Control and C to copy, Control and X to cut, but Windows and V to paste, and then select the option that you want. There you go. The thing of the week, which was also on the World Service and also everywhere at the beginning of the week, are giant strawberries. Apparently, the weather, the spring, the warm, hot spring, and a little bit of rain has made strawberries giant, and it's going to be the biggest crop ever, and they're all going to be giant. I had one out in the back garden, but birds got at it, so there you go. But that's not bad for not even June so far. They do need to be kept watered, though. The song of the week, well, here's a shocker, 1965, and it was a single, although it did appear on various albums. It was never released as part of an album. It's Heart Full of Soul by the Yardbirds. Jeff Beck. Wow, what a classic. What an absolute banger. I don't say the further back you go, the better the music is, because that's patently untrue. But if you go back a long way, the music is still excellent. And the guitar players are wonderful. And these are proto bands that went on and split up and formed other bands, and you should really get into them. Anyway, let's have a look at the week. Last Saturday was MB04, Mini Beano 04 for May 2025, Porter's Head. Okay, so it was Stay in the Premier Inn, Spoons, then the Port Bar. The Port Bar is a brewery as well, really good. And then somewhere new, Sydney and Eden. They had a lot of beers on draft. Vault City, Cloudwater, etc. So some good stuff. They also had a number of fridges with some German beer and Belgian beers, and I was about to try them, but I noticed that they were from another supplier, and for each bottle stroke can, there was £2 corkage. Yeah, I just stuck to the draft stuff, which was banging. I got a little bit intoxicated, and I wasn't going to have breakfast, but when I checked into the Premier Inn, I booked a Premier Inn all-you-can-eat breakfast. I go back and forth on these. I like them a lot. I like the toast. I like the tons of butter. I like the tons of everything. But sometimes I just feel like, nah, not really. So I think next time I won't have it, and then I will go back to having it again. It's sort of the way things are. Monday, working from home. Monday, boiler service. Great guy from British Gas. I'm not paid to say that. And I needed some inhibitor. Preventative maintenance, etc. Tuesday, yet another Squarespace comment. And it was about MB04. If you see the blog, rwnash.info/blog, comments are welcome there, because this is there as well. Tuesday, okay, so I go shopping. I needed extra stuff. I remembered the extra stuff. I forgot the stuff that I normally get. A colleague in work said you should do a list. I said, no, I'll remember. I didn't remember. I should have done a list. I knew I should have done a list, but there you go. Also Tuesday, Google I/O. Everything is so. Talk about confusing on the naming, but that was always Google. Hat tip to Rob Dunwood on the Daily Tech News Show for seeing through the nonsense. Anyway, Wednesday, fire alarm testing work, and then the fire alarm failed. So it was working from home again. Thursday, 100 litres of compost from B&Q. The bank holiday's coming, so I will be amongst fine ale drinking in Weird Dad and the project, and I've got some cans. I will be out there mowing the lawn, planting cucumbers, maybe some peppers, and maybe some tomatoes. And earthing up as well, but there you go. Friday is sunny, but the wind is from the west, and there's rain forecast for tonight, so that means the bank holiday probably will be wet and windy. Who knew? Anyway, that was my week. That was my week of Beanoing, and I woke up last night just before midnight thinking it was Saturday today. That's what happens if you work from home and your routine goes to pot. Anyway, comments, of course, are very welcome wherever you see this, and I know what happened last week. Bye bye.